are changing everything. You are changing everything. I believe it, I receive it. You are changing everything. You are changing everything. You are changing everything. I believe it, I receive it. You are changing everything. You are changing everything. You are changing everything. I believe it, I receive it. You are changing everything. I believe it, I receive it. You are changing There is no disappointment in your eyes. There is no shame, there is only pride. Oh, I am loved. Father, I'm loved by you. There is no distance in your embrace. Over and over again you say, I am loved. Father, I'm loved by you. Oh, I am loved. Father, I'm loved by you. I am loved. Father, I'm loved by you. I'm loved by you.
Well, good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you wonderful people who turned out today for our family gathering. And especially lovely to see you two little monkeys down there. Hello. You all right? Yeah, put your thumbs up if you're all right. Yeah, well done, well done. I'm sure most of you are aware, but for those who may not be, this is not a Sunday service. This is not a divine service. This is a community building event. This is a time when we can actually start to come back together in friendship, in a very informal environment, a very informal energy. We know we have the presence of Spirit with us. We don't need to give that evidential mediumship every 5 minutes to prove that Spirit are there. We've all had messages. We've all had our own evidence. And this is a time when we can just join together as friends, as family, and just bring in that love. And especially, you know, I always say when we get the youngsters in, it just brings in a whole new energy into the church. And also these little ones coming into the churches at this time, later on in life, if there's ever a need to go to a church or a centre, it's already there. You know, it's already there in their energy, so absolutely wonderful. So, without further ado, the lovely Sue Townsend will deliver our opening prayer. And today's energy is all about gratitude and thankfulness. So, thank you.
Thank you, everybody, and welcome to everybody online. If you'd like to join me in prayer and with the God of your own understanding. Divine and gracious Spirit, great source of all that we are and forever shall be, may we offer our heartfelt gratitude for all our blessings, our planet Earth and life-sustaining abundance, for the air we breathe and exchange breath with trees, for thirst-quenching, cooling, cleansing water, our food and medicines, our shelter and our clothing, and all that we have, for the sun, moon and stars, and all the elements, and for ever-changing seasons, for our dear ones, family and friends, and for all life and love that we truly are. And now with loving kindness, may we ask that healing balm of comfort and love may be sent to where it is most needed throughout the world, and for those who are bereaved, all who are suffering in sickness, and for those who have lost their way and are in need of hope and upliftment. May all the children of the world be kept free from harm and held in safe keeping and love, for they are vessels of inspiration, hope and love for many future generations beyond this moment. May the Earth's plant, animal and mineral kingdom be honoured and blessed for all the abundance we so gratefully receive. And may the animal kingdom be truly respected and be healed as divine sentient beings, evolving to their highest potential in the name of love. We ask that divine light radiate brightly in places of shadow, revealing truth, dissolving fear, transmuting and transforming energy into universal, unconditional love. May we all be overflowing with appreciation and gratitude, and willingly open our hearts more fully, and continue to develop greater empathy, compassion, wisdom, and love for the earth and all inhabitants, and help create a fairer, more equal, compassionate world in which to live. And so it is. Amen.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Sue. You doing a tea for this lady?
I'll get someone, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just doing
Yeah, you get teas and coffees as well for this time, so that's lovely. Thank you. So we're now going to just a short time of a healing meditation, and this is to bring in everybody's energies, just to focus everybody on just being here this day, in this time, in this moment. All right? So if you'd just like to sit comfortably, quietly, just relax. Just gently close your eyes and just allow yourself to connect to the heart of all creation, to connect to that place where all things come and all things return. And just sit for this time in this love, in this understanding, in this peace, and in this tranquilness. So now, as you gently return to that place from where you started, bringing back that healing, that upliftment, whichever of the senses this time of meditation has invoked within you. And send out thanks to the universe, thanks to the God of your own understanding, for being here at this time in this place, for living this life and all that it brings with it. Thank you. And now we have a lovely lady, Charlotte, who is going to sing for us.
Hello.
Hello. Just introduce yourself, Charlotte.
Yeah, thank
What do you want to sing, Yellow?
you.
Charlotte's going to sing a beautiful song called Yellow, and that's quite apt because the colour's very uplifting as well. So I'd like to say over to you,
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Thank you. Good morning. I hope you enjoy. It's a cover from Coldplay, and it means a lot to me. Yeah.
Microphone, darling. Yes,
Tone.
lovely. Okay,
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
So I'll start music.
Thank you.
You know, mediums are much more easier to handle than singers. You know this. It's just getting.
Sorry.
No, you're. Stop saying sorry. There's nothing to be sorry for.
Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And everything you do. Yeah, they were all yellow. I came along. I wrote a song for you. And what a thing to do. And it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh, your skin and bones turns into something beautiful. Do you know? You know I love you so. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you, and all the things you do. 'Cause you were all yellow. I drew a line for you. What a thing to do. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh, your skin and bones turns into something beautiful. Do you know? For you I bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself dry. It's true. Look how they shine for you.
Charlotte. That was beautiful. Well done. Well done. Well done. Normally within a service we'd have a reading and then a philosophical address based upon the reading, hopefully. But sometimes it's just really nice just to talk with people. You may notice the lectern is removed from the platform today because I as a working medium find this barrier is sometimes it's a bit of a security. I know some people will agree, but also it's a bit of a barrier as well of talking with people. But we're here today, you know, in this energy, totally different. We're trying it out, and all our thoughts are, you know, whatever, absolutely fine. If you love it, great. If you don't love it, great. You know, thank you for trying. But you know, we're bringing people together at this time after this time that we are still going through, and the effects it's had upon us as individuals, as families, in relationships, as countries. It's just echoed, and no one, nowhere has been left untouched. No one. But as we're starting to come back out again and regain some of our confidences, regain some of our feelings, the common thing said is, I can't wait for things to return to normal. Well, we all have our own thoughts on normal and the return of or establishing anew. I'm very much for introducing new ideas, new thoughts, such as this service today, to bring people together, because that's where our real strength is. This is one thing this time has taught us. You know, it's very true, the old saying, united we stand, divided we fall. It is so true. So when we come together like this, in this environment of community, we're all equal, we're all different age groups. We've got, how old?
5 and 7.
5 and 7 to
91.
91. But we're all here in this bond, in this energy, in this time, to celebrate that connection we have with the God of our own understanding, with that divine source that brings in all things. It is always there to be asked for, to provide and help and assist us. Sometimes that assistance doesn't come forward. Sometimes it doesn't manifest in the way that we would have wanted. But we all get that help in a way which we need. Because we're all travellers. We're all here at this time. And I'm very firmly of the belief that we have chosen to be here at this time. Our spirit within has actually elected. We don't get coming back from spirit to the earth by accident. It's not like, oh, I went through the wrong door and blimey, I ended up with 21 years on earth again, you know. So it's not on that basis whatsoever. So we're here to learn, to grow. And part of that learning is by being part of a community, even if it's only for this hour, for this time, to join together with people, to share experiences, and just to say, hello, how are you? Hello. Lovely. I can see your energies and they're beautiful, darling. Absolutely. And it's bringing this in. So this is where we start going into the thoughts of today for the gratitude and the thankfulness. You know, thanks is a word similar to love that commonly gets overused. Oh, I love that colour. Oh, I love that car. Oh, thanks. You know, oh, cheers for that. But we lack sometimes that emotion. It's that deep gratitude. And when we look, you know, here in Poole, in our small community, as we live in and part of, you know, our thanks and gratitude goes out to everybody in Poole Hospital. You know, the wonderful people that gave their time, gave their energies, and sometimes gave more than that, but just in service to others, to help others. And we look across the community also with the food banks in the area. They did some sterling work, absolutely sterling work. And indeed, you lovely people here in the church today and watching us at home supported our efforts to support one of the food banks locally. So we really did pull together, and we really did do this just in gratitude for what other people do. You know, people go out there and do things that we would love to, but maybe lack the courage, or lack the knowledge, or lack the understanding, or the time. It matters not. But it's just that giving. It's a giving of the energy, giving of donations, giving of thoughts. You know, thoughts are so powerful. healing time. We've just joined as one in that healing energy by sending out our thoughts. And we can reflect that within our own town. You know, we've got a beautiful place to live down here. We've got everything. We've got the country, we've got the sea. And then you've got me in the middle, so sorry about that. There's got to be one thorn in a bunch of roses. But we've got so much to be grateful for. You know, and here in these two down here, I'm not a dad, but I just love children around. The energy they bring in and, you know, the thoughts of the future for them is so, so grateful. So if we have a little think, and if anybody just wants to call out anybody or any organisation or institution, please do. But just have a little think. Think of the things, the persons or the groups or whoever that you're grateful for, that you've seen they've either given you thanks or given you assistance directly, or you know of their work. So if anybody wants to call one out, please do, because this service and this time together is everybody together. So as always, the first one is always the hardest. It's a bit like pulling teeth. Once you pull one, all the rest follow.
Should I start off then? I'd
Yeah.
like to mention shelter, because we're seeing more and more people homeless on the streets, or they've been removed out of the way in some cases, but it still means they're homeless. And also I feel because of the social and economic fallout, we may be finding more and more people in distress. So I'd like to mention shelter. So over to you now.
I'd like to mention adult social services in schools. They've been really helpful to
Lovely.
me and my family over the last year. Very helpful.
Yeah,
And kind and caring.
that is the difference, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You right there, mate? Anybody else? Don't be shy.
I'd like to mention
That's all right.
all ambulance service and the A&E department who
Yeah, yeah, they really did look after you. Good, good, good. Anybody else?
Yes, this church.
This church. Oh, thank you, Fred. Thank you.
Help the employment.
Yeah. 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 You know. So, without even any effort whatsoever, we can find something, somebody to be grateful for and to be thankful to. You know, we do live in an energy at this time. It's very easy to be negative. And I always say negativity is a very lazy energy because it doesn't require any effort. Oh, I don't like today. Oh, I wish it was sunny. You know, it's so easy, but there's no effort. But when you start working in that gratitude and that thankfulness energy and that upliftment energy, not only are you rewarding and sending out that energy to wherever your intent lays, it's also enhancing your spirit, it's enhancing that diamond within, it's enhancing and just finding joy, just looking out the window and instead of dreading the day, just think, okay, what does today bring? So that's just a few of my little thoughts, and I'm going to be very thankful now for this young man who is going to come up and share some of his poems with us, aren't you, Jim? After you, sir. Come along, please. Oh, hello. Crash bang. That's it. We're doing paper cuts from now on. Right, buddy. On the lift. What do you want? There you go. Super.
Good morning, everybody. Today is a big day for myself and my daughter. 2 days ago, God gave us the gift of a beautiful great-grandson. What beautiful gift could you ask for? Just
I was off
a
then
little
on the
thought. A new life, a new beginning, coming into this world. And think, what kind of a world is he coming into? I call it a mess. There's so much we need to do in this life for him and for other people. And I feel that This is one way of showing our love to God and to Spirit for all the help that they give us every day.
We've got the big book.
If we can change this world, then it must be a big must. Because in us, the younger generation, give us all their trust. Thank you. Today, I wrote a poem about the homeless. Today shouldn't be like that. That wasn't what God planned for us. But it's how man has made this world. We've got to try and change this world, make it a better one for each and every one of us. And to see people homeless, it makes you so sad, because no matter where you look, they're always there. I found one the other day sleeping under a hedge, and I thought, oh God, this is not to be. I wanted him to find a perfect shelter. Anyway, this is what I wrote. The homeless. I can't express my feelings for the homeless once more. To see people lying on a damp and cold floor. For many, it is the only place where one can sleep. A blanket for cover, they look like lost sheep. Some are homeless because they have no family anymore. We should be grateful for a bed instead of a cold floor. Soon a thoughtful soul will open their front door. To give food and shelter is all they ask for. Some people don't care and calmly pass them by. It's such a shame this situation can't just deny. If this happened to them, how would they react? Many friends they had would so quickly lose contact. The homeless always find somewhere to sleep and hide. When finding them, their eyes are open so wide. Who can they turn to with no one else to confide? It's then all their secrets they must keep deep inside. It's obvious they need more help than ever before. We must open our hearts and not just the front door. Some homeless children are left on their own instead. For them shelter will be found, and even a comfy bed. God bless them all. Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you for sitting and listening patiently. So why not join me in a nice cup of tea? When thirsty at home or in a quiet cafe, topping every list is a very nice cup of tea. Waking in the morning, we need that early brew, giving an early start for what we have to do. Once the kettle is on, it stays for quite a while. Another cuppa brings out a refreshing smile. When one is late for work, facing a hard day's task, he takes with him his only favourite flask. When the siren blows to start a fresh tea break, everyone uses the tea urn, regardless of the make. Where would we be without our cup of tea? The only alternative is a mug of strong coffee. Many types of tea come from India or Ceylon. When in tea bags, they will soon be gone. Recovering from an illness passed on through the family, the first thing they want is a nice hot cup of tea. A new year is upon us, not knowing what the future will be. Many changes are made for both you and me. Will medicines I've had to take so repeatedly, they're also nice to swallow them down with a lovely cup of tea.
Thank you, Jim. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, hello.
Thank you.
You all right?
Okay.
There we go. Lovely. Thank you very much, Jim. And now we welcome back the lovely Charlotte. Thank you.
Charlotte's just going to explain a little bit about the song for us. So thank you, Charlotte.
Thank you. So years ago, I had an assignment in RE, and I was asked to pick a song that I identify with God's love. So I went home and I found Dolly Parton in my dad's CD rack, and I put it on, and I fell in love with this song. It's called Silver and Gold, and I hope you enjoy.
Is that my cue?
Thank you. Cheers. Well, I met an old man walking down the street. His clothes were torn and tattered, with sandals on his feet. And I stopped to help him and lend him a hand. He said, I love you so much, you must understand.
Silver and gold might buy you a home. The things of this world, they won't last too long. And time has a way of turning us old. And time can't be brought back with silver and gold.
And
muttering. Thank you, Charlotte. That's lovely. And I know it's taken you a bit of extra confidence to stand up in front of people, and you've done it beautifully. So well done, well done, well done, well done. Our next speaker today is looking at me a bit angrily because I hadn't actually told her she was going to speak today, but yeah. Yay! So the lovely Tony.
Hello everyone. We're back here again. No, I wasn't sure what Laurie was up to. I knew I was doing something, but I wasn't sure. I thought I was helping at the front or something. Hello. Oh, gratitude and thankfulness. My goodness. We always go through our lives with all the traumas, the lessons we learn, the challenges. I don't like to call it problems, I like to call it challenges. And sometimes we can pull our hair out and we don't know where to turn. But when we look at these, afterwards we can look back and think, thank God. But I think if we look at them with the attitude of being grateful, no, it's not easy. I'm not saying any problem is easy and it all goes through. But if we can look at the problem with being grateful for what we're going through, grateful that we're here, grateful for our family, there's always something better than what we're going through when we go through those challenges. You know, we come out with a better attitude. It makes us a better person, makes us more thankful, and that way we connect with others with more loving attitude, and we attract the good. You know, we've been through this year. We're grateful, we're, fingers crossed, we're coming out of it. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It might be small for some, it might be bigger for others. But how grateful are we that we come through it? Some of us have lost people this last year. But please be grateful they were in your lives. Be grateful for the days and the memories, the challenges that you had with them. I think I've broken this. It's a great. You know, the beautiful talents we have. Charlotte singing here, the courage it takes to stand up here, and the beautiful talent she has. You know, we all, some are more artistic than others. Some are able to give time to others. Some have a talent within their profession, doctors, nurses. But we're all healers. You know, just be grateful that you can share. Be grateful, yes, it's a bit wet out there today, but we had sunshine yesterday. I always love whatever the weather. I don't care what it is. I do my best, because without the rain we wouldn't have the beautiful flowers. We need all the seasons to get our gardens, the nature. We're all together. We're all in this together, all in this world. But it's just being grateful, just accepting, rather than fighting against what life gives you. Because when life gives you these challenges, go with it. Just go with the flow. There's so many times that we fight it, and it just makes it worse. Makes us uncomfortable, gives us fear, and we don't need fear. We know, and I've always gone with the saying, God only gives us what we can cope with. I've lost many people in my life, very close people, had many challenges, but I'm still here. I have a wonderful family, 2 lovely little granddaughters that are sat down here that I had to bring along today to introduce them. And I think also the gratitude is we grow into it. When we're little, we accept things and we just accept it. We don't think about whether it's right or wrong, we just accept it. And as you grow older, when you're doing your work in life, you're bringing up your own family. It depends on your own attitude, whether you go with the flow or you fight it. But as you get older, you are more grateful. You're more grateful for everything you've gone through. I know we all have our sorrows and we all have our lost ones. a majority reason why people do come into spiritualism or the spiritualist church. But not everybody. There was, many years ago, I was 19 when I was first brought into this church. I was doing my nurse's training, and I'd made a friend, lovely lady, or girl, because we were only 19, 20 at the time, Pearl. She used to come here. You know, I'm just so grateful that she brought me here. We talked about things. We talked about our visions and hearing voices, and she said, you need to come to church. So she brought me here. And you know what? I never looked back. Never looked back. Always been home. And also, without this faith, I wouldn't have got through some of the challenges in my life. And I love to hear other people's opinions, because I also have another friend many years ago. Every time she had a problem, she turned her back on the church. Well, to me, that was alien. I thought, you know, because without challenges, when your friends here, how do you get through the challenges? To turn your back and try and do it on your own just isn't. You couldn't. You shouldn't. But then we all have our own way of dealing with things. So no reason is right or wrong. So again, I'll just say grateful for this lovely church. Grateful for Laurie for keeping it open. You know, many churches closed when we were in lockdown, and a lot of it went on Zoom, which was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because it kept people in touch. It kept people going. It gave people the rod they needed to keep going, the support. So thank you to Laurie, to Paul, to all the churches that supported people, all the churches online. But please just remember to believe in yourself and be grateful that you are here today. So I'll leave you with those thoughts. But I do have one thing, because when I was sat there, Laurie said, he said, oh, and I had to pick the words up to get the right words. The serenity prayer is something that keeps me going. And I know you all know the words, but I will read it anyway. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. And I'll leave those words with you. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Apologies for dropping that on you.
No,
but yeah. We work for Spirit. We're ready. We're always ready. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words that you shared. Especially thanks for, you know, the Paul Church. It's so much appreciated. But this church wouldn't have functioned. This church wouldn't have been able to stay open without so many people with their inputs. So, Sue Brown, would you come up here, please? Janet, Glamapus, please come on up. Todd, if you'd like to join us. If not, I fully understand. Yeah? Good man. Pauline, I'm going to find out now if she's watching us online. We go, Pauline, come out the front room and come in, please. Come on up here. Can we go and get your missus, Paul? Come up here. Come on, up on the platform.
Up the platform.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, I know. Oh, gosh. She's hiding. Being shy. So, these are representatives of some of the wonderful people. Tony? Yes? Yes? No, I know.
Twice?
These are representatives of some of the people that enabled this church to be open. These are the people who came down here, who opened up, who stood on the door, doing things that's totally alien to us. You know, what's your name, what's your phone number? I thought I'd left those days behind me in the clubland, but never mind. It came back with a vengeance.
Your little black book got bigger.
I know. My dance card was never empty. But they did that. And entailing to come down here, that meant going out to petrol stations to buy the fuel. You know, and they really did step up to keep the church open. Tony and Jamie, who's not with us at the moment because he's just got back from holiday, you rotten swine. Stepped in to chair the services. Todd here, whose mum volunteered in, bless her, thank you mum, to come down and man the cameras for us. So without these people, we would not have been able to open. So just as a little token of gratitude, thank you. Todd, there you go, sir. A little memento from us.
Thank you.
Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Tony.
Oh, bless you, thank you.
Thank you very much. Look at this, it's like clockwork.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh.
You two don't get anything.
Just come next week.
Yeah, you only did 5 minutes, that's it. But just a little
Thank you very,
memento
very much.
from.
Thank you.
Thank you very much from us at Paul.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. Do you want to read out what it says, please, Tony? Oh, no.
I stepped up. I'm the deepest gratitude from Paul Church.
So
Thank
just
you.
a little
2020.
something to remember.
Thank you.
Right, get off, you're milking it now.
Thank you.
I really wanted that to be marked because, as I said, we would not have been able to stay open without all the support from everybody and those who aren't able to be with us today. So thank you. So just to round off, you've all been given the words to a little ditty. Oh, hold
Can I
on.
just interrupt here and I'd just like everybody to a loud round of applause for Laurie for keeping the church open and for doing so much work on Zoom to bring everybody together worldwide. So thank you, Laurie. You've done a sterling job. Thank you.
Can I reply now?
No.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, you've all got the words and you'll all know the next song, which Lawrence has turned off for some bizarre reason. Talk amongst yourselves.
Charlotte, would you like to come up here and sing with us?
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Should I leave that here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we ready?
Yes.
I'm sure we all know this one.
I'll sing louder.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
additional bonus, we have 2 birthday babies in today. Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those yesterday.
And today.
Yeah.
So, yes, we have 2 lovely ladies celebrating their 21st birthday.
Charlotte is.
So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlotte and Sue. Happy birthday to you.
Can I just say that I'm officially a pensioner now, so I'm going to retire.
No, me first. I retire first. Thank you all for joining us today. Hope you've just brought in and blended with those energies really in this church today. Thank you. If you want to stay on, have a quick cup of tea and a chat, please do. If you need to make your way, absolutely fine. Thank you. Just a quick couple of notices. This Wednesday at 3 p.m. we have a divine style service, and that is with Jamie Williamson, who is able to take it. And next Sunday at 11 a.m. we have our Lyceum style service, and that is taken by Andy Ford. So something to look forward to. And then the Wednesday week we have our healing hour, and that's taken. I've got Arkwright with me today. That's taken by Kevin Biggs, and he'll be demonstrating Tibetan temple bowls as part of the healing demonstration. So lots to look forward to. Thank you all for joining. God bless. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.